God, so many dating app
I didn't
loops.
realize. I thought the app meant deleting my profile for a really long time.
So take that in consideration if you are dating somebody and they still have an account. You're like, what's going on here? Like, people don't know. They don't know all the rules of dating apps, especially if they just maybe get on for a moment.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, I'm MJ.
And I'm Bree.
Welcome to Keeping It Casual,
A sex-positive dating and relationship advice podcast.
Yes, I'm married with 2 kids.
And I'm navigating this crazy dating world.
We're just here to share our drama.
And the wild stories of our listeners.
Your Vegas girls are here for you.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's Craig David.
We're just talking about Craig David. Like,
he's so fine.
He was like the fine Drake before Drake was it. Because don't they kind of look
British.
like? I can't even think of what he looks like right
I don't
now.
know.
I just
He came into the station like last year or the year before.
Oh,
just
God.
randomly for like this one-off interview, and girl, he was fine. He keepers. He smelled good.
He just smelled. Okay, the best smelling celebrity I ever met was hands down Pauly D.
Pauly D. Didn't you interview him at Ditch Friday?
Yeah, at the Palms pool party. I went up but I hugged him. I was like, oh God, you just want to melt into him.
Did he smell really good?
Like he walked out of a salon and just waxed and just.
Men.
He just was like, it soaked in a banana coconut bath. I don't know. He was so good.
Men, it's 2020. Smell better.
Smell better. Smell better. I don't have my weather app anymore. I've got too many apps on my phone. I had to delete it. What is the weather right now? Bree and I are like, we're in blankets, robes. We are fire pit side. There's a huge full moon.
It is the first full moon of the decade. Okay, it's 45 degrees.
40. It feels like it. It's been 45 degrees all day. Okay, it's just been a cold damn day.
Okay, so
enough talking about the weather.
What the fuck app or what the fucking that weird app you sent me that like talk shit about the weather?
Yeah, what's it say?
Nothing is really going on tonight. It's fucking cold and fucking clear. Let's get some fucking tacos.
I love it.
I have a taco blanket on. So what you want?
I love it. I think you have to get some apps. You just have to get silly. Isn't there's some kind of like map apps where you can get where Snoop Dogg's navigating or something.
I don't have
change
that,
her to an English accent.
I mean, my Siri's British, but I like it because she kind of talks down to me. I like the condescendingness. Here, hey Siri.
I'm not sure I understand.
She's the British Siri. I love it. Could you get I would love the Cockney accent. Yeah, no,
they don't have that.
If you guys know of any fun apps that talk to you like fun, that would be great. You know,
we need new friends, so we just want to talk to our phones.
This week it's been kind of, I don't know. What have you been up to? It's
school.
The new year. It's like everybody's trying to get back in a smart routine, do things good.
I got a raise, but school.
Yes, snaps to a raise.
Well, I know.
Fuck yeah.
Just a really fucking weird situation. Like my boss calls me in at like 5 o'clock on a Friday, and she's like, "We need to talk," and I was like, "Oh, great." Okay. And she's like, "So I submitted a request for you and da-da-da-da," and I'm like listening. She's like, "So you're getting a raise. It's not starting this pay period, but the next pay period." And I was like, "Wait, what?"
This is when they fire everybody.
Right? And I was like,
AKA me last year.
And a few other people this year. But like for me, I was just like, what?
Is this my 1 year getting fired anniversary?
Close. Shit. Oh my God.
I don't care. I'm over it. I can finally listen to radio again and not be like, fuck all of you. Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. Yeah. There's some things you just have to step away from. You're like, I'm angry and I need to not be a part of this world right now. So not personal to any of you. I just needed to be out of the business for a while to appreciate it again. You know? Yeah. Take space from people to appreciate sometimes.
You know what though? Like some radio egos are so big and so weird, and just some people are so fucking weird. I love that we have a mutual friend who went on a date with somebody you used to work with in radio, and he pretended to be Australian on their first few dates.
Oh my God. When
and
she told me who it was, I was like, he what? Why? He was not. I've heard his Australian accent because we used to work together on a certain show, and none of his accents were that quality.
But why would you pretend?
How long you could keep that ruse up?
Why would you even do that?
But then she says he was still after a while would still kind of text and call and always checking in. It's like, That's not the kind of relationship you want to like.
Somebody who pretends to be Australian when they first meet you.
Like, I don't. You would only do that if like you met somebody like maybe at a nightclub. You're out of town dancing one night, and you were just like, "Oh, we're from Russia." You know, like you're just having fun with your girlfriend. You're like, "Where are we from tonight?" We used to do this in our 20s.
Yeah. Well, when I was in my 20s, there was one night I was out at.
I'm talking like 21, 22.
Yeah.
Just who cares? I'm just out dancing every night. That's my life.
One night I was out at the Circle Bar in the Hard Rock, and there was this really like annoying dude who was hitting on me. So I told him Ozzy Osbourne was my grandpa because I thought that lie would like. I thought that he would be like, "This bitch is crazy and a liar. I'm gonna walk away." No, didn't work. It backfired on me.
Just believing it. Everything.
He believed it. I talked to him for like an hour about how Ozzy Osbourne was my grandpa.
You're like, we're just gonna go with this. I'm a method actor now.
Basically, I was like, I am channeling my Edward Norton right now. So then I stopped the Ozzy Osbourne chat. He buys me a drink. We talk about I don't know something else, and he looks at me and he goes, "Wait," and I was like, "What?" And he goes, "You're not British." And I was like, "No, I'm not." And he was like, "Ozzy Osbourne's not your fucking grandpa." I think Kelly Osbourne's only like a few years older than me. Yeah. Fucking idiot.
You could tell he was probably from somewhere that like you're like, he don't know nothing about nothing.
I think it was from like New York or something. No, he was just drunk and trying to get laid, so he was probably just like,
you're obnoxious. You're like, here, this is that.
Yeah.
Oh God. Speaking of clubs, like, okay,
the club can't even handle you right now.
When is the last time you went clubbing in Vegas? Like you went to a club?
I have no fucking idea.
Okay, I went on Monday, guys, because a friend of mine at work had like, she had like this thing. I mean, you get the hookup in Vegas. You got a group of girls. You can get a free dinner. You get a free table and bottle, and it's all tips. Everybody chips in maybe $20 and everybody gets paid and everybody's happy.
Yeah.
So I went to Marquee at the Cosmopolitan. It was so fun. The dinner was insane. I was the only one.
Did the chicken heads make noise?
I text Bree. What time did I text you?
like almost like 2 a.m.
Like at 2 a.m. I knew what I was waiting for. And all of a sudden it's like, bass drop, all the chicken heads. I was like, I'm texting Bree right now because this fucking stupid club remix comes on every night. You can't escape it. If I'm ever a club DJ, I'll never let it happen.
We make fun of it constantly.
So I text Bree at the middle of the night. I was like, the chicken heads just made money.
All the chicken heads make noise. All the chicken heads be quiet.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I remember I texted you and I'm sitting there laughing, texting like a hysterical. But some of my girls, they were all pole dancers, right? So we all went to go dancing. So the second, pole dancer. That's such a good song.
Pole dancer.
Pole dancer. Anyway. I was like, girls, let's go. And these girls are like in their 20s, right?
Are there still a bunch of poles in the clubs?
No, this was at Marquee. There were no poles, but we like
not fun.
We shuffled. Oh no, we shuffled onto the dance floor because we're like, we could dance on the floor too, you know. But I was in there feeling myself so hard, like I was just like, like, and
you were like Beyonce. I'm feeling myself.
Pictured myself in my head though, like I'm like kind of backtracking. I'm like, okay, you're at the club, you're 39, you are dancing like you're 22, and probably like. Here's how I think I look, and here's how I really look
versus reality. I bet you looked like a hot babe. Did a weird 22-year-old come and hit on you?
I love to dance. No, nobody hit on me. It was a dry night, but I had the best fun. I was so like girlfriended up with all my friends.
Or 24-year-old photographer friend wasn't there hitting on you?
From the cougaring was real. No, God, that was a fun night. It was just fun to be adored.
I know.
That's the last time we went to a club. Yeah. You didn't go though.
No, because they were wearing T-shirts.
Yeah, I always feel. Yeah, your guys you were chasing were wearing T-shirts. I always feel kind of like.
Now I'm not chasing any guys.
I love it. Mm-hmm. But you did have a question about like,
well,
how do you date on a podcast?
I did. I asked.
We got some feedback. Someone was just like, "Don't tell them. Cat's already out of the bag."
Don't tell. Yeah. It's on my fucking. It's on all my socials. Like it's not like I can't not tell them.
Yeah. So
you can't just be like, "Oh no, that's not me. I'm just pretending to be that person. I'm catfishing you, actually."
Yeah. So I happened to find a DM, and I was like, "You can't read any of them when we're getting feedback from something you're answering because I want to read it to you, right?"
Yeah.
Okay. So we got.
She was like, "Don't read our Instagram DMs," and I was like, "Oh."
First off, I just have to say this. Like, I was thinking, like, if I was dating somebody and they had a podcast, you're damn right I'm going to listen to it.
Oh fuck yeah. Me too.
Wouldn't you? Like,
yeah,
at least just like one episode, and I would probably go to the most juiciest titled episode.
I'd be like
ever.
the all oral episode. Click.
Episode 69, yeah, or Sex Talk with a Brat and Switch, top 5 most downloaded. But I would definitely go to one of the juicy titles, and I would hit it just to see, and then I would go to the latest episode and hit it and see what's up. So
the good news is like our demographic, not much men.
yeah, but we do have men, and
we do.
The guys that we appreciate
that
you,
listen
especially
to
the ones
us.
that come to the live show, and we're like, what? Oh my god,
Like Andrew.
mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yes,
Andrew, we love you.
Andrew, Mark,
Chris Kim.
We are meeting with a very cool podcaster tomorrow, and excited to be on his episode.
Jeff from the Jeff Does Vegas podcast. He asked to interview us. You know what? You're gonna have to go listen to his podcast, guys, and we'll promote it and stuff. We're not releasing it. This has nothing to do with us. He just wants to interview us. He thinks we're fun.
He's awesome, and he's from Canada, but he does Vegas like a boss. Like, I need some of his tricks of how he does so much free stuff in Vegas.
You know what I think is great is how all these people who don't live in Vegas have podcasts about Vegas.
There's so many Vegas podcasts that don't live here.
I know.
That's why I remember when we first started, we're like, we're just regular Vegas girls. We're not doing much Vegas stuff. Yeah. I forgot the intro to our...
We're not regular Vegas girls.
We're cool Vegas girls. Yeah, cool.
Kind of. Oh, God. I miss our first intro, but we had to change it.
I do, too. Just to kind of explain what we did, because after a while, it was like, okay, well, if people are going to check in, we didn't know what we're actually doing.
Yeah, because at first we didn't start off as sex and relationship advice. Our keepers just kind of led us that way. They were like, here, hold our hands. We're going to give you guys a purpose. And we were like, thank you.
We knew we wanted to talk about relationships and just life hacks and, just living life. And
we just were like, we have dumb lives. We could talk about them.
Bree brought these saucy dating experiences into our lives.
Sorry,
I was bringing like the realness of like being a mom and having a marriage, and sex falls by the wayside sometimes, but then it comes back up because you guys, I'm in the phase.
And I'm in a 6-month dry spell.
By choice.
By choice, yes, it is by choice.
Yeah, we could all get fucked if we
that
want
might
to.
be changing soon.
Oh, okay. All right. Here's your feedback. You ready?
Oh, yes, I do want my feedback.
Bree, last week you asked for advice on how to date when you do this podcast. You shouldn't be ashamed of anything you've done or said on here. Agreed.
Thank you.
But I also get that you don't want someone to only think about you sexually before you have a real foundation. Girl.
Truth.
Yeah.
That's my big dilemma.
Mm-hmm. My advice is that you ask any potential dude not listen, but if they do, tell them that you play a bit of a role. The keepers all know and love you and how honest and open you and MJ are weekly. Just tell them there is the real Bree and there's the podcast Bree.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
I feel like the podcast Bree is the real Bree, but we're just going to be like,
it is.
Hey, I don't just go out on dates and tell you all of the things.
Yeah.
You have to discover those on your own, but there's a lot of power in being vulnerable, and there's a lot of power in owning up your shit, you know? I've talked about some things that I would never think of, like, because I don't know how a lot of people are going to react about it. I used to dance in the past, but I had to just own it because I'm like, that's who I am, that's who I was. The people that know me closest and best, they know it. And same with you. So sharing that stuff is probably giving someone else who might feel a little shame about things. Yeah. Or they just feel uncomfortable.
And I feel no shame. I feel no shame around anything I've said or done on here. And if I ever did, I'd just be like, hey, edit that out.
Yeah.
Which we don't.
Protect us as well.
Which we don't. But I don't feel any shame, but at the same time, like, it's exactly that. Like, I don't want somebody to just like listen to this and be like, oh, this girl a freak.
Well, and you know what? If they catch up in the middle of something, they might be like, wow, this episode's very bold. And she's, but this is kind of a saga. We didn't want to do a podcast where we talked about news and pop culture because we want you to listen to it 50 years from now.
And not only that, but like, I don't want to keep up with that.
I want them to be listening to it 50 years from now and like Google us and be like, holy shit, they're old. Look at these old hotties.
Look at these old. We'll be like the Dr. Ruths of podcasting. This is my goal for us. Oh my God, I love Dr. Ruth. She's like 352 years old, and she's like, all right, I want you guys to, because she's a little German lady.
Let's talk about this scrotum.
Yes, I'm like, all right, Dr. Ruth.
She talk like Ebenezer Scrooge. God, I love that.
Oh my God.
I love that crazy old people are talking about sex in such like technical terms.
Did you know?
do you masturbate at least 3 times a day? Why not?
No, I don't, Dr. Ruth.
But since you told me that, I think I need to step my game up.
Not only that, but I just don't. Who has time to masturbate?
I got time for that.
Dude, that new vibrator you got me, speaking of masturbation.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Did it burn your clit off?
Almost.
I get scared of those big, giant ones. I'm like, that looks intense. Like, I like
It's very intense. I was just like, oh. Okay, that's where we're going with this.
Well, of course, I had to turn it on and feel the speeds, and I felt it in the palm of my hand. You know, I was like, whoa, I don't, whoa.
I used it on the lowest speed, and I was like, oh, this is a lot. There's a lot going on here. Got the job done.
You're like, oh.
It was like the Sex and the City episode where Charlotte didn't leave the house because she got her first vibrator.
I love that one. And they came and got her. They're like, you can't handle this.
You can't do this anymore.
But my favorite, okay, speaking of favorite Samantha Jones quotes, when she brought her vibrator back to the store, and she's like, the poor little thing made the saddest noise and it just died. And the guy's like, well, maybe you wore it out. And she's like, wouldn't be the first time.
I love when she goes, Charlotte, I told you I'd be masturbating all day. She was using a magic wand.
Bring that show back. No, don't.
Don't.
When you did.
Don't. We saw the 2 movies. Like, don't do it.
What has been the equivalent of, like, Sex in the City? They tried to do Girls, which
I
wasn't.
didn't like Girls.
I tried to. I just wasn't feeling it.
Girls was supposed to be the Sex in the City for, like, millennials,
But
for,
it-
like, me.
but
But
it
I
was
was like,
so odd.
she's a fucking, like, they were just whiny, entitled white bitches as far as I was concerned.
I
And,
don't
you know,
know.
Sex in the City, yes, they were entitled white bitches, too, but...
They hit so many dating and relationship topics throughout.
Yeah, and the thing is with Sex in the City is like it was so groundbreaking for its time. 97, Samantha Jones out there just like, I don't want a relationship, I'm a fuck whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
it was huge.
It was
so
huge, 'cause
empowering.
there was like yes, we've been through women's lib and everything at that point, but at the same time like women didn't really start talking about casual sex till within the past
15 years.
I was going to say 10 years. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. About like, because I think Sex in the City was huge for like saying, here's 4 dynamics of. That's why everybody's like, I'm a Charlotte, I'm a Carrie, I'm a
4
Miranda, I'm a
different
this.
dynamics of relationships.
And
yeah.
and you just found yourself in everybody. You found
did.
a little bit of yourself in everybody. I don't think anybody was all Samantha Jones. If you
I
are,
mean, as much as I want to be.
I know I was. I was like, it was a little Samantha, but also a little Miranda.
See, and I'm I'm pretty Carrie.
Yeah.
I'm pretty Carrie.
Yeah.
But also a little Samantha.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I feel like. Yeah, a little bit of this, little bit of that.
I was talking to somebody about my hoe phase in my 20s. I love a good hoe phase. Everybody needs a hoe phase.
Everybody
in
needs
life.
phases. They're all phases. So if you ever felt like you had this or that, it doesn't it doesn't make you that.
No, but everybody needs a hoe phase. I really do. I think we need a hoe phase. Everybody needs a hoe phase. So
Be
I was talking-
safe. Be
and
safe.
you know
Have
what? I was talking to a friend because she was like, I had my first one night stand, and I was like, you're still dating him. It's not a one night stand. And she was like, shut up, let me have this. And I was like, look, if you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. A hoe is a frame of mind. You could be the most monogamous hoe out there. You're a monogamous hoe.
I'm definitely a monogamous hoe at this moment.
Yes. She is.
It's just we're in that zone of like just a look, and it's like, yeah.
And we're all about to go to Brian Head together. I got a different hotel room, guys.
Yeah, we're all going snowboarding. I can't
I'm not going
wait.
snowboarding.
No, Bree's gonna be a lodge bunny. You just like hang in the lodge and
I'm
drink.
just going to drink all the Fireball.
People are gonna come in and out of the lodge all day like sexy snowboarders and skiers. They're
Yeah.
gonna be all covered and like all rosy cheeked and be like ordering their 3% beers because
And
it
my
is in
eyeliner
Utah.
is going to be on point. And I'll be like, what's up, y'all?
All the other girls like me are just gonna be like bright red with like we're gonna have
Goggle
heads,
marks.
like goggle marks on our face. I don't care. All the Fireball is happening because Fireball is the official drink at the ski
And
lodges.
you guys better be like having the craziest hotel sex ever.
Oh, we plan on it. Absolutely.
Good.
When the house sex is good, I know the hotel sex is going to be phenomenal.
Fantastic. You'll have to report to me as it's going. Just text me as it's happening, like having all the sex right now.
I love
just
it.
put a sock on the door so like I can walk by and know.
We're going to record an episode down there, right?
We are, yes.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
We're
We'll
gonna be
see who
at-
pops up down
Do you
there.
remember the annoying radio commercial? It was like, Brian heads up for fun.
No, I always remember the Snow Jam. Snow Jam! Snow Jam!
fucking dumb. Who writes these
The
commercials?
ski and snowboard convention. No, who wrote that commercial and decided to let it stay every year? But honestly, it worked. It
yeah, 'cause
worked.
we're still doing it.
This is the power of, this is what I learned in radio. It's the power of radio. That's why they play that same song repetitive every other hour. New song every other hour because it sticks in your head.
Yep.
Same thing with commercials. You got to keep that same vibe.
That's
you
why
got to stay consistent.
That's
people.
why if you're a Vegas local, or at least if you've been to Vegas, you know Glenn Lerner is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
I like that. I'm attorney Glenn Lerner.
I'm attorney in a wreck. Need a check.
Dude, I can do great like male Jersey impressions.
You really can. What's up with you? Free for lunch.
Free for lunch.
Guys. Oh, we need to add that to the drinking game.
Oh, what's up with you? Free for lunch.
Okay, so I've been talking to Tasha about our drinking game. I'm going to post the final drinking game, probably on our website and just everywhere. I'm going to post the final drinking game once Tasha and I have worked it all out. But we have like drink every time we say it's already sold out. Drink
like
every
that.
time we say girl or
Uh-huh.
dope.
Yep.
Drink
My
every
ex.
time drink every time we say
Let me tell you something.
let me tell you something. Drink every time I say something. It has to be something negative about an ex. Like
Okay.
anytime I say something negative about an ex-boyfriend,
Okay.
drank.
All right. I like
That
it.
we're gonna have to add soap with you for lunch.
What's up with you? Free for lunch.
God,
Too fun to say. It's already sold
it's
out.
already sold out.
Did we already say that?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Because of that, like we had a lot of fun doing dramatic readings of.
Oh God.
So please send us dramatic readings of your DM slides or your random fuckboy. Like just send it all to us. Like we will do dramatic
you
readings.
should hear some of the dramatic readings. I was texting you something the other day, and I was like, "This is a dramatic reading text, but that's private between Bree and I."
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
But looking forward to the weekend. What are you doing?
My brother just texted me that Neil Peart died from Rush. R.I.P.
Who?
bro.
Oh,
The drummer of Rush died. Okay. Sorry, guys. That was a weird
breaking news.
breaking news. The drummer of Rush died. This weekend, I don't think I'm really doing much. I was feeling kind of icky this morning, though. Like, I thought I was sick, and I just, like, felt... Like, do you ever just wake up and your head just, like, it just feels cloudy? Everything feels cloudy.
Yeah.
I drank some Starbucks. Hold on. Starbucks has a new coconut
This
milk.
episode not sponsored by Starbucks.
No,
go
but if
ahead.
they want to give us all the free Starbucks, I'm good. They have a new coconut milk latte that I am like. I went and got it, and I'm feeling great now.
That's what you need. A little. We did some emergency. We did a little
Yep.
coconut. I did some coffee.
We
too.
did the coconut, and we didn't do the coconut, guys. It's 6 months.
She did the coconut milk.
I did the coconut milk. Oh, that's funny though. At work this week, I said something to Jessica. She's been one of our biggest supporters.
Oh yeah,
Jessica Rose.
Lil Jess.
Lil Jess. And I said something about the coconut trick at work, and she was like, "What's the coconut trick?" And I was like, "You missed that episode." And she goes, "I must have." Two of my other coworkers were up in my office area, and I was like, "You spell out coconut with your hips." And they were like, "Why?" And I was like, "When you're writing a man, you spell out coconut with your hips.
When you're riding that dick, so you can hit all the angles.
When you ride the dick, you smell out coconut with your hips." I think that should, like, we talk about the coconut enough. I think it should be in the drinking game.
It could be.
And me pronouncing myself the blowjob queen. Oh, that's another thing.
Okay, like now, what if you're dating someone that's not supposed to be listening to the podcast? He's gonna be waiting for that coconut trick. Maybe you could try like hearts. He's like, wait, when I get the coconut drink, just like waiting, anticipating, like, wait, oh, there she goes, it's going. If you say roles are reversed and this guy's talking about, yeah, I like to do the zigzag or whatever, I don't know.
I'd be like, where's the zigzag?
That's new. Yeah, you're waiting. You're like, oh, he did not do the zigzag trick on me. What's going on? He's like,
See, this is why guys can't listen to my podcast who are a potential mate. Yeah, so we're talking about the coconut trick at work, and it's radio. So we talk about weird shit at work.
yeah,
like
it's all inappropriate.
it's
It's all
all
very
inappropriate.
juvenile. It's a
Yeah.
fun industry.
Yeah. So we're talking about the coconut trick, and my one coworker goes, like, I would just be sitting there thinking about spelling it out, though. And I was like, oh, no, you won't, honey. Oh, honey.
And
no.
think of cursive. Please go cursive, would you? We're grown women.
And then
We
we
know
were
how to write in
talking about
cursive.
the letters that
Would be complicated.
no, that are the best. And Jessica goes, that you. And I was like, the N to the U. Yep, that is where they get the. And I was like, whatever. MJ's doing the coconut right now,
I was
guys.
just into the U. I was like, okay. And then I was like, maybe little hearts. Like,
I like that.
They're
I'm going to try. Next time I have sex, in a year.
Circle, dot.
Now you got your cootie now you got your Bree shot.
This took a turn.
A weird turn.
Definitely. But
oh, that's another thing. One of our keepers, Sarah, I ran into her.
yes,
She was the one who lost her job. So I asked her, I was like, so how's the job hunt going? She's like, oh, I already got a job. And I was like, good for you, girl.
Yeah. Oh, what's next? Yeah.
And then
okay.
I was talking to her. I was like, yeah, like, you haven't listened to this week's episode yet. I was like, but I talk about like how like I don't know how I'm gonna date again. I start like telling her a little bit, and she goes, girl, she was like, my husband loves you. He doesn't know you, but he loves you. And I was like, what? She goes, because you taught me the coconut.
Oh, that's funny.
And then she goes, I know you're the self-proclaimed blowjob queen. She's like, they don't need to hear that. She's like, but you're going to blow their minds. And I was like, yes, I am.
God, it's got to be intimidating to dating some. I mean, sometimes you're like, if you see a guy, you're like, oh, I know he has a past. It kind of heard some rumors, but when you hear them like literally talking about it, it's a lot. I understand. I would definitely be the type of person that would have to listen.
Oh, me too.
I mean, you can't help but judge people, but I think it's okay. I think you're just in a space where you're like, you know what? You're owning it. You came into this owning it all, and you will continue to. And you're like, you don't want to fucking handle my podcast? Too bad for you.
Andrew said that to me. He was like, if they're gonna judge you for the shit you say on the podcast, they're not the ones for you anyway. He goes, because I know you, I love you, you're 100% yourself. You know. He was like, and if you can't be 100% yourself with this person, then why bother?
It also keeps you in a more honest place with like saying, I don't really have to fake it. I've kind of put so much out there already that I am who I am. And if you don't like it, then I don't have to feel a certain way about it. It's like, well, then you ain't for me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty honest about my shit.
Exactly.
You know? So,
I'm very honest about my shit.
And I'm happy about that.
I have something in the works, though.
We're not talking about it because
I don't want to jinx anything, but I've been smiling a lot recently, guys.
Yes, she has.
Not from a dating app, from a mutual friend hookup.
That is so cool. I love that because it just doesn't happen anymore, you know.
It doesn't, and you know what? This person,
but you have to go through the ringer of like doing dating apps can work, but also you have to just be in that open phase. I think.
Yeah, exactly. And yes, I've been smiling a lot more.
Okay,
that's all I need to say. Well, you know what? He and this person and I were talking, and I asked him. I don't remember how I phrased it, but I was like, "What? Well, what made you like want to reach out to me?" And he said, "Because I respect those people, the two that hooked us up." He was like, "I respect them and their opinions so much," and I was like, "Me too, actually. I really do respect the two of them and their opinions a lot."
That's very cool.
But I've been having like, guys, 3-hour on the phone conversations, not texting, like talking on the phone.
I love that. Isn't that so cool?
It is.
It's too much texting.
Too much texting.
I'm not a texter. I'm like, you saw my spelling. It's horrible. It's horrifying. This is why it's like, if you want to fucking decode my text, just please call me.
I know how to. I know how to speak MJ.
Yeah, just speak out loud.
But you know what? MJ called me out because I've been using talk to text a lot more. And she was like, can we talk about where versus where? Because I like,
where are you and what are you going to wear?
Yeah. And I was using talk to text and I told her, I was like, oh, I didn't even look at it. I was using talk to text. I was like in my car while I was texting her. I didn't want to be on my phone. And she was like, damn it, still can't get you. I was like, sorry, bro. I had to put it,
I'm looking at her text because we were talking about some dumb shit that I spelled wrong. And then I was like, I'm going to say it.
She did. And I was like, oh, I was using talk to text. And she was like, fuck you.
Yeah. Most of the time I am too. But also I just text really fast and don't care.
Talk to text, like, why can't it, like, it puts in the dumbest shit. You know what? Autocorrect does weird shit too. One time I was texting our friend Sylvia. We were going to the movies and I said, oh, and we can get snacks there. But it turns snacks to anal. Because my phone is a whore. And it was like, oh, and we can get anal there. And she was just like,
English here. She's like, this will be fun.
She was like, what? We're going to get anal at the movie theaters?
Let me switch this up just a bit.
All right, we got an advice email that I thought was really fucking interesting, and I want your opinion on this because I know my opinion on this.
Okay.
All right. Hey, girls. Kristen from Anchorage, Alaska. People live in Alaska.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. It gives me joy every time you say you're near a fire pit. Guess what? We are right now.
We are fire pitting with you.
I'm a single girl on the dating apps, and let me tell you, it is slim pickings out here.
Oh. Yeah.
It is here, too. I have a friend who is more of a work friend. So we are friends at work, but it's not like we hang out on the weekends. I have those. I was swiping on Bumble, and I found her fiance on there. Holy shit. I took a screenshot of it and tried to swipe right to see if I would match with him. I didn't. My question is, do I tell the work friend or let him get caught cheating on his own?
Hold on. She's like, fuck it. I'm going to see if I can match with him.
But you know what? I'm hoping that was like a strategic thing to see like, oh, is his profile active?
Is that what it does?
Yeah, because if he's inactive, he's not going to be swiping.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I did not know that.
Here's where things get sticky icky.
Ew, do I tell the work friend or let him get caught cheating on his own?
You don't know if he's cheating on her. If she's just a work friend, what if they're in an open polyamorous relationship?
Yeah, you don't know. If you're not kicking it with her on the weekends, it's very cordial. Like, don't get involved. Don't get involved.
No, because like, what if they're in an polyamorous relationship? What if they're in an open relationship and she's just not out with it at work? I think Alaska's a little conservative, so maybe she's like, you guys are in like a conservative area, and she doesn't want to talk about the fact that the two of them go fuck other people on the weekends.
But that's crazy. Yeah, I know what you mean. You're like, oh, you want to protect people, but don't protect somebody you don't know all their business about. Yeah. They may not want to be protected.
Exactly.
You're going to embarrass her.
Exactly. If I saw Chris on Bumble, I'd be like,
hello.
I'd be calling you immediately. Like,
we would hold the coven's scorching session here.
Exactly.
Bring the coven.
The coven would all come. Like, everybody would. Grace would fly in. Lauren would fly in. Like, the coven would burn him.
We would sacrifice him in a freezing cold pool.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like, so yeah, that's one thing. But for me to like, I have work friends that I don't really know their business. If like I had met their fiance once and was like, all right, cool, and saw him on Bumble, I would be like, all right.
Okay, so
not my business.
What if, so she's a work friend, doesn't hang out on the weekends. It's kind of, okay, so what if it's that friend that's not like a super close friend like you and I are, but also maybe we're podcasting. Sheesh.
I don't want to hear you, helicopter.
Let's pause for the interruption. Rude.
All right.
Anyways, where's he going so fast?
Go on.
Just kidding.
So,
so what if it's a friend, but somebody you don't share your life with, as in like you're like, okay, maybe we would go out for drinks with a group. I would stay out of it too.
I would still stay out of it. I feel like
you have to be super close with somebody to really get in their relationship in that way. Yep, that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I feel the same way. I thought we were going to have opposing views. Tristan from Anchorage, Alaska.
Yes.
Stay the fuck out of it.
And he's on Bumble, so it's like he's just waiting for women to like reach out to him.
Only that, but like, here's the thing, like Mr. Smiles. Can we call him that?
How about we call him Mr. Cheater Face?
No.
No, because
the one who's making me smile.
Oh. Sure. Yeah.
We'll call him Mr. Smiles. He and I were talking today about this, actually, like dating apps, because we're both like, we haven't been on them in a long time and whatever. And I said, I think my Tinder profile is still up, though. It's not on my phone or anything, but I don't think I ever went and deactivated it. And he said, I don't think I ever went and deactivated mine.
Oh, so you have to officially deactivate.
Yeah, like if you just delete it from your phone, the profile is not gone.
Yeah. So you guys, if you're newly in relationships and you got girlfriends out there that see new relationships and are just looking for, they're protecting their girls because they don't know you that well yet. So if you got a profile and you're in it to win it, then delete that. Deactivate. Yeah. Do you have to like reset up your whole like
You have
spiel?
to re-download it and then deactivate it. And if you deactivate it, then like if you want to go back on, you have to redo everything.
Oh. So that's also a sign if somebody just took it off. God, so many dating app
I didn't
loops.
realize. I thought the app meant deleting my profile for a really long time.
So take that in consideration if you are dating somebody and they still have an account and you're like, what's going on here? Like, people don't know. They don't know all the rules of dating apps, especially if they just maybe get on for a moment.
Yeah. So maybe like, did they meet on Bumble? She didn't ask. She didn't say that.
Well, she said she was swiping on Bumble and saw
Yeah, but
him
like,
there.
did her work friend and the fiance meet on Bumble?
I still think it's funny. She's like, so I swiped on him to see what's up.
I think she was doing it to see if like he was active. I'm trying to hope for best intentions.
If you swipe on Bumble, so say if you
free for lunch,
yeah, what's up with you? He's like, oh, you work with my wife. What if you swipe on Bumble? Like, what happens? Like, if you're like, oh, he's hot, you swipe, and then maybe he's seen you.
Okay,
and then
so
they're like, how does that work?
Tinder and Bumble are the same. You swipe right if you like somebody. You swipe left if you don't. If you both swipe right, you match.
So but if you're not looking at the same time, how do you know? Like, if you
It'll
swipe,
still match you if they've swiped you before.
But what
and it'll match you later if they swipe on you later.
But it doesn't let you know if somebody swiped on you?
You'll know if they swiped on you if you both match.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you have to both swipe to make it work.
Yeah.
Oh, so they'll probably put that person in your algorithm if they swiped on you.
Yeah, I think so. And they, like the way
Oh.
I don't know the way the algorithms work. It's kind of confusing because it's like
I mean,
it'll
that's
be
what
like,
makes sense.
Based on what you've swiped on, here are people we think you would like, and it's like usually they're the based on that I've swiped on. Here are people they think. I'm like, this person's disgusting. Why would you say that? No, I don't like that person either.
It's also impersonal. I would
Yeah.
be lost in emotion.
Well,
Lisa
why
Lisa
do
in
you
the Cult Jam.
why
If I was on the apps. My
Why
God.
do you think I wanted to give them up? And I was like, I'm ready for somebody to just do this
Yeah.
for me because I'm not. What I'm doing is not right. It's not working for me.
And you know what?
And you know
I'm
what,
all for the
Kristen?
setup.
I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong. If it's working for you, fucking do it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But there's got to
I'm
be
all
a
for the
way.
setup.
I think what I would do is try to get to know this girl at work a little more.
Yeah.
I would try to be friends with her. Maybe take her out for drinks one weekend. Because if you are
Keep that
concerned,
screenshot.
yeah, keep that in your back pocket. But make friends with her. If she wants to be friends, she seems like she needs a friend. Maybe she opens up to you, and then you see this girl's in the dark and
Yeah.
shit is not good. Then you could be her new best friend. You guys could be like, then you could be a valuable person in her life, vice versa,
Yeah.
But I would make friends with her and kind of see where that goes. And just to be like,
Yeah.
I kind of want to look out for this person. If you don't want to get involved, stay away. All right. Solid. I love it. You ready for some rapid fire?
We got you.
We got you, girl. Make some friends or stay out of it. Final
I'm just going to
thoughts.
say stay out of it. Keep the
Yeah.
distance at bay.
Yeah.
Remain being her work friend.
Where you're gonna have a friend with super drama that you're gonna have to like. If
Oh,
you're really
God, that
interested in
work
her, want to
friend.
be a friend. If you really want to be her friend and be there for her, then go for it. Otherwise, you may have a new relationship that you're not ready to take on.
Oh, God. We all have that work friend that you're like, oh, God, I wasn't ready for this.
Yeah. All right. So this rapid fire is just kind of a quick catch up for you and I because this is just things that we love to talk about. We just haven't mentioned in a while. All right.
We wanted to play a rapid fire game, and MJ created it.
It's just 3.
Let's do it.
Just 3. Rapid fire, and it's I'm really feeling this song or artist right now.
I've really been feeling. Ooh.
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is so lame, but I've really been feeling the new Justin Bieber song.
Really?
Yes.
What's it called?
You know what?
We'll
Let me
pause
change my
for the
answer.
cause.
You know what I've been
Nope.
feeling?
Nope. Give us the Justin Bieber song and you can add another. But I want to hear the Justin Bieber song that it is.
I didn't even realize it was Justin Bieber until the radio DJ said it's called Yummy.
Oh.
I didn't even realize it was a Justin Bieber song until the DJ was like,
is it
Justin Bieber Yummy. And I was like,
Oh.
oh.
Is it a pole dance song, a dance song,
It
a
could
sex
be.
song?
You might like it.
I think I probably would. And that's
Yeah.
kind of
He's
embarrassing.
married. He's a married man now, so he's having all the
Oh,
new
yeah,
married
with
sex.
the Baldwin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
There's also another bop I've been jamming.
What?
This guy did a whole album.
Did she say bop?
I'm trying to be cool and hip like the kids.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, this is a bop. It's a bop.
Really?
Yeah.
She just schooled me. I'm like, the bop.
We're going to the bop.
Are you a DJ from the 60s?
No, it's a bop. This guy wrote an entire album of songs about his dog.
Oh?
Oh my
And
god.
it's the bop?
It's hold on though. Like,
What do you call a full album? Yo, that's the bops.
I don't know.
The full bops is so lit.
I don't know. I'm not that young.
God, I just went to the club this week, so I'm ready. Okay.
Here you go.
Bop is now in my vocabulary.
Dog, bounce it in the box like this. Don't stop, don't stop, don't move. You a good little puppy. You don't live on the street. You don't want you don't need my
Is this a YouTube? Is this on
It's a YouTube
Spotify?
guy.
Oh my God.
But like that beat was kind of sick.
What's
like
his
you wanna-
name?
Rockstar, but it's spelled really weird, so I can't. I'm not even getting into it.
Rockstar with a T.
It's with like X's. I don't know.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What about you?
All right, so I'm really feeling anything by Danny Lee. Danny Lee is so hot. All of her shit. Doja Cat. So I'm in like that ratchet shit. Rules. Doja Cat rules.
Was Doja who Jocelyn was super
Yeah.
into as well? All right.
Juicy. She liked Juicy. Doja Cat rules is one of my favorites. But Danny Lee has some great jams. But the one I was telling Bree about is Janelle Monáe. I like
Ooh,
it.
Yes.
Did you hear that one yet?
Yes, I did. I
You
listened
did?
to it. I was feeling it.
Those are some of my favorite jams right now. Also, I'm really feeling this podcast right now.
Small Town Murder.
Yeah. Still the true crimes?
Yeah, it's yes, it's a true crime podcast, but it's two comedians.
Yeah.
They're out of Phoenix, Arizona. They're touring all over the fucking fucking United States this year.
And they're in Phoenix. That's pretty close to home.
Yeah, they live in Phoenix. We need to make friends with them.
Yeah,
and
let's
pop.
do that
Okay.
immediately. It's already sold out.
Yeah, it's already sold out. They're both married,
Take a
and well, no, one's married, one's in a committed relationship. So there's gonna be no weird sexual tension between any of us guys.
Are they guys?
Yeah, it's 2 dudes.
Oh, okay.
Fucking hilarious.
Really?
Remember when I was talking to when Jocelyn was over before we started recording, and I was
Yes.
talking to her about that podcast,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Oh yeah, they've opened for me."
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, they're fucking funny. And their whole rule is they're like, we're comedians. This is a comedy podcast. Yes, we're talking about murder. We're not going to make fun of the victims or the victim's family,
No.
but we're going to make fun of the murderers and like the officers and stuff. And they're like, because we're assholes, but we're not scumbags.
Yeah. No, I feel you. You
They're
got to find your angle.
So fucking funny. Like, I was doing my eyeliner, listening to them and getting ready, and I fucked my eyeliner up from laughing because I was just like, oh my God.
Okay. You know who I really love right now? I just recently found them because they just started. And of course, the first week they were like #1 on iTunes. It's Sibling Revelry with Kate Hudson and Oliver Hudson.
Oh.
So yeah, they're brother and sister, of course, and they're talking about the dynamic of their life. And then they also do like one of their first episodes was Chelsea Handler and her sister.
Oh.
And I was just listening to one they did with the Property Brothers, who are fucking hilarious.
Really?
I've never really listened to or
They're
paid
Vegas locals.
and I've never paid attention to I've never watched their show. I know who they are, but they are so funny. And I love the Kate Hudson and Oliver Hudson dynamic because he's such a goofball and she's so fabulous because she's
All
Kate.
right.
But it's a very interesting show and I love it because I like Armchair Expert with
Yeah.
Dax Shepard and stuff.
Yeah.
I really like these ones where they do these interviews with these celebrities. But that's the ones I'm kind of
I like it.
into
I like
lately.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and last but not least, something we always love to talk about we haven't talked. I was like, Bree, I'm always like, Bree, what are you watching? But I'm really feeling this show right now.
You.
Are you watching it?
Yes. I'm not in season 2 yet, but I'm.
Oh, I'm deep in season 2. I'm like 1 episode away from the finale. I can't wait till you go so I
Okay,
can watch it.
but
No, I'm kidding.
Here's the thing. Like, this guy is fucking like.
It's
oh
like
my God.
It's like a Dexter though, because you root for him. He's a psychotic stalker,
Yeah, but you're kind of like.
but he's totally hot.
Exactly.
And like you root for him.
you watched Gossip Girl?
Yes, I did.
He was.
Yeah.
Dan Humphries was Gossip Girl. That
Yeah.
he turned into this guy.
Spoiler alert, too late.
Oh God, it's been like 10 years since the Gossip Girl was off air. If you haven't seen it, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, but it was so good.
I was like, I actually was kind of pissed when they named him Gossip Girl. I was like, that's lame.
It was so weird. I don't know who else would have really had that chance, but yeah. But
I think Serena should have been Gossip Girl because of how much she hated Gossip Girl.
I gotta say this honestly, season 2 even better than season 1 because season 1 was with Lifetime, and then Lifetime Network was like, we don't need this kind of stuff, and Netflix picked it up, and now Netflix is owning season
Hotter?
2. It's hot and sexy and wild. It's just
And he stalks her to LA, right?
I can't tell you anything.
Okay.
I will not tell you anything.
Okay.
But that's what I'm watching, so I'm glad we agree. I have no other shows that I'm into right now, but that one is
Oh,
a
I
must.
watched Don't Fuck with Cats, that miniseries on.
How was that?
Woo!
It looked creepy and
Woo!
scary.
It was just the most. Oh, I have so many feelings about that documentary series. Oh God.
It was bad.
It disturbed me.
Okay, I don't want to watch any of that.
No, you don't.
I like to watch like a fictional stalker.
No, you would. It wasn't. It's not about a stalker. It's about a guy who killed somebody and mailed his body parts to Parliament.
Okay, I can't anymore. I can't. It's
No.
too
All
intense
right,
for me.
anyways,
but I did make Chris watch some of You, and he just kind of jumped into season 2, and he stuck around for like 3 episodes. He was into it.
Chris, you like You?
Did you like You?
Dexter knockoff.
It's
a
a Dexter
Dexter
knockoff.
knockoff.
You fucker.
What are you watching, Chris?
What are you
He's
watching
so
right now, and
annoyed.
are you binging it?
Husband Chris is so annoyed with us.
He's just not.
I don't have time to binge anything.
So what are you watching slowly?
Lost in Space.
This is why we don't watch TV together. Breach is just like Lost in Space. I can't even.
You're rewatching it?
The new seasons.
I didn't know there was new seasons.
The
Don't
new
look at me
second
like
season.
I'm dumb.
Isn't it Lost in Space a movie?
I thought it was like it's a TV
It
show.
was an old TV show.
Yeah, I thought it's been off air for like 37 years. Like as long
It
as you've
is,
been
but now I'm on
alive.
the second season of Netflix one.
Oh,
Is it good though? It's a good one.
Yes.
I heard Stranger Things season 4 is coming out soon.
Oh, he likes Stranger Things,
Me
and
too.
I've never watched it, but what's the other one you like? You made me watch, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Black Mirror.
Because the guys were having like virtual reality
reality
sex
sex.
with their besties.
Yeah, they're gay.
That was the one episode I watched. I'm like, what do you got? What's going on here? What is this?
Every time Chris plays video games now, MJ turns into to Joe from You, and she's like just hiding around the corner.
I'm like stalking him. I'm like, what's going on? Who are you playing with?
Is this your best friend? Is that Uncle Charlie on the other line?
Uncle Charlie was featured on the last episode.
I talked about how he was being creepy and hitting on me. Mr. Gropey is a good way to put it. I think we're done, you guys.
Yeah, we're outie.
Until next time.
Yeah. Bye. Bye. Oh, good times. We hope you related.
If so, let us feature you. Email us at feedback@keepingitcasualpodcast.com. Or show you're a keeper on Facebook. Like the Keeping It Casual page and join the group.
Yes, bonus. If you rate and review on Apple Podcasts, you get into our monthly Keeping It Casual swag giveaway. It's the last Wednesday of every month.
More hookups when you share us on your Instagram stories at Keeping It Casual Podcast.
That's right. Find me anywhere socially at MJ Radio Diva.
And I'm everywhere at Bree Mixed, BreeMixed.
Keep it casual.
Bye.